Hey, the schedule just came out, and it has the boys playing at 10 a.m. on Friday against Lake Washington. Do they not have school or something?
No, they don't.
Oh, really? They don't?
Yeah, it's number for Veterans Day or whatever.
Oh, all right. Dope, dope, dope. Okay. Yes, all right. Well, we're at Juanita
So,
Fieldhouse at 10 a.m. Say what?
where?
Juanita Fieldhouse in Bothell.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those two places that they had because they have two courts. But we
Yeah.
play, Lake Washington 10 a.m. on Friday.
Is that it?
I mean, there's it's bracketed out, so we don't, but we won't know who we play next until we win or lose.
But do you know? Okay.
Do I know what?
Like, yeah, I'm just like, parents are gonna be like, okay, so what time are the other games? You know,
Well,
like,
the second game is against Tahoma at 10 a.m. on the next day.
so we only play one game on Friday.
Yeah, looks. I mean, that's all they have on the schedule. Yeah, there's one game on Friday, one game on Saturday, and then
Winner plays on.
possibly two games on. We could play two games on Saturday, and then it's the championships on Sunday.
Okay.
And the times are out, so the whole thing is out. I should just send them all the link to this thing, or take screenshots. Send it to the group.
I mean, as long as they know, I would definitely say something ASAP about the Friday morning at 10 a.m. Just because kids might not have school, but that might be hard for some parents.
Yeah, true. I
And make
mean, look,
sure
you were
all
gonna have to bring
moms.
them to school anyway, so
Not fifth graders.
true.
I would just say, like, when you message them, if anyone, like, cannot get their kid there, let me know and I will do it, you know?
Yeah,
Or Maddie and I will do it or something.
yeah, we'll organize transportation.
Yeah. Because I don't want them to use that as an excuse for them not to go.
Yeah, that would absolutely suck.
Yeah.
Hope hoping that I can. I'll probably send a message on the thing to see if I can talk to all the parents right before practice today.
Okay.
But I gotta get ready for this live.
Okay, yeah, you got like 10 minutes. Good luck, baby.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Testing, testing, one, two. Testing, testing. Why can't I get this to be any louder? Testing, 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 one, two. Testing. Maybe if I sit this on a box or something. Testing, testing. 1, 2, testing. All right, got the mic here. Hopefully, this is not super low. What's up, boss family? It's your boy DJ the Boss, and I am back for another Tuesday cleaning business live. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate you guys giving me your time and wanting to spend time with me and trusting me to to give you and share with you my experiences in this industry. And that's what I'm here to do today, in hopes to provide some value to some potential some future and aspiring cleaning business owners. For the new people here who've never seen a video of mine, who may end up stumble upon this one, I started my commercial cleaning business about 8 years ago. We've done pretty well. We're still in business over the last 8 years, so things are going pretty good. I documented my entire journey here on YouTube, so if you go back to the first video on my channel, it's probably my first night of working at my first client, and yes, and I've been documenting it ever since. And it's kind of turned into me helping and sharing the things that helped me get to where I am. And that's what this is. We've dubbed ourselves the Cleaning Boss family. So welcome to the channel. If you're new here, definitely please hit the like button. If you're not new here, you should have already hit the like button for your boy. These lives are definitely one of the most valuable things that I do, because in real time I get to react to your guys' questions. So if you have any questions or anything that's bothering you recently in your cleaning business, or if you're trying to get started and you have some questions, then definitely ask them in the comment section, and I will be answering them as we go. I've been having some issues with the audio, so I apologize right now. I'm trying to be loud as I can, because I've been having some issues with the audio, and I haven't been able to figure out a workaround. So I'm still on the same mic, so I'm a little bit closer to the camera and to the microphone. So bear with me. Let me know how the audio is throughout the video, and I'll try to address it as I can. But I've done as much as I can for this video, so hopefully it suffices. But I won't know unless you guys hit me up in the chat until after the video. So let me know. Give me a good thumbs up, or quick. Let me know how the audio is, if you guys can actually hear me, and and how that's going. But today, I'm not gonna do a super long spiel. I saw a couple comments in the comment section of some of my videos that kind of sparked the inspiration for today's topic that I want to talk a little bit about, and then I want to answer some questions for whoever's here. So try to get to the providing value super quick, or as quick as we can. So if you have any questions, definitely get them in the comments, and I'll go through them in order as they come. So, but the reason why I titled this live dedication is because of a few of the comments, like I said, that I got over this last week, including one that was from a young lady who has a particular issue, and she really wants to do this business, and she has a particular issue where she it's just a medical condition where she's not able to look at screens for a long time, or like stare at pages for a long time, or anything like that, or it can cause complications with her medical condition and cause seizures and stuff like that. And I have so much empathy for someone in that situation, and the fact that you still believe in yourself enough to want to start a business is commendable, to say the least. And so definitely kudos just in general for trying to do something for yourself and build something for yourself, even with those setbacks or those disadvantages. I think that's extremely admirable. And also, so not only that comment, but another comment and several others just like it, of people kind of just being dissatisfied with not having information like right at the tip of everyone else's tongue for the question that they're looking for. They'll click on a video and they'll watch it for 90 seconds and be like, well, you didn't answer my question, so I'm out of here. And not to tie those two people together, but I kind of have the same type of response to the both to both situations, whether you have some extreme disadvantage or whether you're impatient to find information or waiting for a question or doing your research or trying to find out how to do something in particular in your business, and just that lack of patience in that area, it just reminds me of having that value of dedication. Like, where's your dedication? So on the one hand, where the young lady who has, some actual disadvantages, some real life things that she has to overcome, it's still going to be about how dedicated are you to making this happen. Do you believe that this is what you want to be doing and this is the way that you're going to make it? Once you decide that, then you put that effort, you match the dreams to the effort. Are you gonna work around your disadvantages? We all have disadvantages. Everyone's dealing with something. It may not be to you as extreme, or as, negative, or it's different for everyone. But everyone has their things that's hard for them. And that's not to minimize whatever it is that you're going through, but whatever it is that you're going through, are you going to overcome it or not? It's that binary. Is, are you going to do it or are you not going to do it? There's ways, there's ways around, you know, most things. People have figured out how to swim without any limbs. I've seen that on, on some on TV. So like there's ways to get around everything. So whatever your disadvantages are, how dedicated are you to making this happen? Are you going to find a way to work around it? And on the other hand, the people that are low key, honestly, just a little bit lazy. It's like, it's just showing your lack of dedication, and you think that you're just going to come to something like and just immediately have success. That's unrealistic for one, but it shows that you're just trying to have something quick and you're not really dedicated to actually making this work. And that's, those short term activities aren't going to help you in the long run at all. So that you're, even if you have some success, you're not learning any of the things that you need to learn, and it all come kind of crumbling down without a solid foundation of that knowledge that you need to build this business the right way. And so, but that man, for the most part, that's it. Check how dedicated you are. Are you actually in this, or are you just trying to make a quick buck? Like, if you're just trying to make a quick buck and you're not trying to build a long term, a sustainable business, if that's not your goal and you're just trying to make a quick buck, then I honestly wouldn't recommend this as the way to go. I wouldn't recommend starting a commercial cleaning business to make a quick buck. That's not, this wouldn't be the vehicle for that. This would not be it. This is not a quick money type scheme. Like, yes, you can have some success very quickly, but this is not a system or a business that's designed for you to have, quick money in your pocket, if that's what you're looking for. Any business whatsoever, like especially if you're starting from zero and you don't if you're not like paying for coaching or anything like that, you're gonna have to research, and that information is out there. Everything you need to know is already exists on the internet. Like I said, I've documented my entire journey on this channel, so most of the stuff that I know is out here on the internet, on YouTube, for free. So like all the information is already accessible. It's just, are you actually going to dig through the things that are irrelevant to you at the time to get to the information that you need? It's not going to be in the first 90 seconds of the second video you click after you search for it on YouTube. That's crazy. It's not going to be that easy. If it was that easy, everyone would do it. That's just how it is. What's up, Rebecca? I see you. Glad to have you here. Thank you for being here. Rebecca is so awesome. I think she's gonna do great. But yeah. Are you gonna work around those things? Are you gonna actually push through? Are you gonna spend the time it takes to research and find the answer? Are you gonna dedicate yourself to being surrounded by the industry and having that be what you do in your free time? Like when I first got started, I didn't have a social life. I didn't go out. I was in my 20s. I was in my mid 20s, and I didn't go out. I never had a Friday night. There was no Friday nights in my late 20s. None whatsoever. There was no Friday nights. I was working or I was researching or studying, or I was trying to figure out some way to grow my business. There was none of that for me, and that was the sacrifice. You have to sacrifice something. Like people don't want to say. You guys don't want, like, not you guys, but in general, people don't want to sacrifice anything, and that's what it takes. It's going to take you sacrificing something. I didn't know what the new Netflix shows were or the new series were. I didn't play any video games. I really didn't do anything but spend time with my family, and I worked. That was it. It takes that, because especially if you don't know what you're doing, in order to figure out what you're doing, it's going to take dedication and time. The effort that you put in is what you're going to get out. And if you only want to half-ass it, even if that doesn't mean that you can't do it part-time. Part-time doesn't mean half-ass. So when I say half-ass, that doesn't mean just because you can't spend 8-10 hours a day on it. It's just about the level of effort that you put in while you're able to work on it. If it's only 4 hours a day, go ham during those 4 hours. And expect that it's probably going to take you a little bit longer to figure things out than someone who has 8 hours a day. But go as hard as you can during the time that you have. It's about the effort that you're willing to put in. And what things are you willing to sacrifice to create more time. That's why I ended up not being able to stay up on Netflix shows or go out on Friday nights or whatever the other things anyone else my age was doing. That's what it takes. There has to be some level of dedication. It's not going to be an instant. You click on a video and then the magical answer is going to be there. That's not how it is. You're going to have to dedicate yourself to learning and studying this industry and this craft, and and sales and marketing and graphic design and website and funnels, and you have to spend some time learning about all this stuff, and it's going to take time, which is why I say you make it your lifestyle. It was my lifestyle for a while. My entertainment was podcasts about business. That was my entertainment on YouTube. I didn't watch anything entertaining whatsoever. I watched other cleaning business YouTubers. That was my all my free time. That's all I did. There wasn't even cleaning business YouTubers really like that, other than AJ and Fob. There was really nobody else doing it, and a couple other channels that would just scam me, which I still watch those too, just in case they leaked some good information, just in case they happened to accidentally say something that was valuable to me at the time. I still listen. But on top of that, I listen to all the other service industry YouTube channels and podcasts and things like that, because I figured that business in general, they're run the same way. You provide a service, you get paid for it. So any of those things, you can pick up things from any other type of service business. So I listen to things in the lawn care and landscaping. I listen to HVAC and plumbing business owner podcasts. I listen to all kind of stuff. I was dedicated to trying to find the answers, and not just the ones that are right on the surface or right in the first couple of seconds of a video. I would spend hours cleaning in facilities and cleaning in these gyms with my headphones on, listening to these podcasts or listening to these YouTube videos, and that's what it takes. But I'm not gonna rant on too long, man. So I already ran it for 10-12 minutes. So I really want to bring you guys some value. Let's see who's in the comments. Tanae Griffin, shout out to Tanae Griffin. I appreciate you for being here. Who else we got? Jenny on the spot. I see you, Jenny. Thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all. Rebecca's always here showing love and supporting the channel. The channel doesn't exist without people like you. So shout out to Rebecca. I appreciate you. If you guys have any questions, get in the comments right now. Let me know what's going on in your cleaning business. What are you having trouble with? What are you struggling with? I want to provide some value. So this is why I'm here. I ask some questions. Make sure you hit the like button. If you are here, make sure definitely hit the like button so that it gets shown to more people. It always starts a little low, and then as you guys hit the like button and share the video, more people come on. It makes it a little bit more valuable. We get some people asking some valuable questions, and I'm able to provide my answer, and that usually helps someone else. So don't be shy. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because the same question that you have, someone else probably has. So there's no dumb questions, especially if you're just getting started. Someone else is probably just getting started, and they'll have the same exact question that you have. So get in the comments. Ask your question. Let me know what's going on. What we got? Rebecca says, so true. Yes, it's a lot of work, but I know and I believe it will be worth it in the long. Thank you for being straight with us. Yeah, I mean that's it's really why I'm here. Like that, there's a lot of you can do this quick and you can get rich quick on the internet. There's a lot of that going around, and that's not what I wanted to be. I really wanted people to be able to see what it really takes and how you are really able to have success in this business, how you're really actually able to change your life, even if you are dirt poor, starting from absolute zero, because that is where I was. I was not. I didn't. That's for sure something I didn't find on YouTube was someone who started from absolutely zero. I always saw some type of advantage that someone else had, some that's something that they had that I didn't have access to or didn't have at the time that I felt like kept me from being able to get started, and I just didn't see anyone like that, so I didn't know if it was possible, but I believe that it was possible, and that's what I'm trying to be for everyone else. It's just for you to know that it is possible, and you can do this from no matter where you are. And it's not just cleaning. That's any type of service business, anything that you can start, anything that you like. It seems like I'm trying to get you to pull you away from a cleaning business, but that's not what I'm trying to do. But this may not be it for you. We don't live in a society where you have to, where you can't do or focus on whatever you love to do. Like nowadays, you actually can do whatever it is that you want to do, and that be your living. Depending on what it is, no, it may not be a 6-figure lifestyle. It may not be 7 figures, but spending all of your time and dedicating your life to doing something and making money doing it, I find it hard to believe that you wouldn't be able to make a decent living, 50, 60, even 6 figures in a good situation. But our teacher salary, 30, 40, $50,000 a year, doing whatever it is that you love, whether you start a YouTube channel behind it and you sell merch, or you go for brand deals or whatever, or you try to build brand around whatever it is that you love or whatever activity that is that you do or whatever service it is that you provide. I think that you can definitely make that living for yourself and not have to work for anybody if that's something that appeals to you. But yeah, I don't want to I'm never going to sugarcoat anything. I'm never going to make it seem like it's easier than it is. And I like and to me, what I found is that it's a lot easier than you think it is when people are avoiding some hard work. Yes, there is a lot of hard work that and things that are going to be difficult that you're going to have to push through. But if you're in this for the long haul, for life, if you're building a business that's going to last, that you want to last forever, or at least be able to sell, you have to do things that map to that type of behavior. Your behavior has to map to that type of length. You're not doing this to have it to sell it next week. You're trying to build something that's going to provide you income for years and years and years to come. It's not going to be easy. And yeah, I'm never going to try to make it seem like it's an easy thing. Clean Hospitality Services, I really appreciate you and the information. Hey, I appreciate you even more. Thank you for being here. Dark Meme says, "What's up, man? Hope all is well. I am all is well. I have no complaints. I am over ecstatic. Last live, I mentioned to you guys that I coach my son's AAU basketball team, and our first game is this weekend on Friday. So we actually have a tournament. It's tournament season. So I'm pumped. I'm more excited than any of the kids, and it's been cool coaching these boys, and I have been documenting that journey as well. And our goal is to try to get to a state championship. Obviously, the goal is to win the state championship, but considering that the team, this same level team last year only won 2 games, we're just looking to come in and change the image of the program with the guys from my level, who we were second in our league last year. Now they've all moved up with me. I was assistant coach last year, but I'm head coach this year, and I'm pumped about that. So I'm super excited. Everything is all good for me. But that's the main thing going on in my life. My life is pretty boring, other than running these businesses and trying to figure out how to provide value to people. My life revolves around my family. I really don't do a whole lot of anything else. It's where I get my happiness from. So, but I appreciate you, Dark Meme. Thanks for always being here, man, and showing support for the channel, with the donation, man. Shout out to Dark Mean for the donation. Y'all clap it up for him. People like that supporting the channel, it means the absolute world to me. So I appreciate you. But yeah, all is well over here. All is well. All is well. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Rebecca was talking about for being straight. You're always gonna get it straight from me. That's the purpose of this channel. You're always gonna get it straight. You may not like what you hear. Sometimes I piss people off just because I have to be the one to burst that bubble that tells people, hey, that's a dumb idea, or hey, that's not gonna work, or hey, you're wasting money, or hey, you sound like you're just trying to avoid the work. You guys know my slogan: if you run from the work, you might as well hide from the money. And that's my slogan for a reason. People try to avoid actually learning something that you need to learn, avoid figuring out how to do something that you can't afford to pay someone else to do right now. If you can't afford to pay someone to do it and it needs to get done in order to progress your business, then guess what? You need to learn it. No one's coming to save you. That's just how it is. No one's coming to save you. You got to dive into it. You got to dive into it. And any entrepreneur who's worth their salt will tell you that it's better to just fail forward. It's better to just start doing things and messing up than to just not sit around doing nothing. If you don't know how to do something exactly, do some research, then try. And you're probably going to mess it up, but you're going to learn something in that process of messing it up. You're going to make adjustments. You're going to try again. And as long as you don't put yourself out of business doing that, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing, and you will learn a lot quicker than just sitting around trying to research every detail of every little thing. You'll learn some things just by doing it. You're getting out there and trying to sell your service, and then obviously being able to provide your service at a quicker or more efficient or better way, so that you can increase prices and hire more people and pay yourself more. But you don't get to that point until you put in the work, and you gotta run into it head on. That's one of my main pieces of advice, is just to get started. There's no reason for you to have, there's no free time. There's no free time. You don't have any free time. If you're not where you want to be, you don't have free time, because there is always a ton of stuff to do. There's a never-ending list of stuff to do. Because people who run $30-40 million companies, guess what? They're always busy too. There's always a ton of work. There's always something left to do. That's just how it's going to be. For as long as you want to grow your business, there's always going to be a ton of work to do. So let's see. Clean Hospitality Services ask, did you pay for leads, and if so, do you still? So in the beginning, I did pay for leads. I tried everything. Like I said, I tried everything, and at certain times, in the beginning, it was great to buy leads. If I was able to close on them, then it turned out to be great. That there's nothing wrong with buying leads, as long as as long as it makes sense, monetarily. Sometimes I would buy leads and they would be like, I would get maybe 10 leads for like $400 or $500 or something like that, or good solid leads, and I would end up with a bunch of like one-time services and things like that. Depends on the source. So it depends on how good the leads are. If they're qualified leads for services that you provide and your ideal customers, then yeah, definitely buy leads. But in the beginning, if you're buying leads to just get some revenue in the business, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Close those leads, get that money, get that revenue in your business. I don't pay for leads at all now. I just released. I've been doing this for a long time. I promise you guys, I'm really, really good. I just released one of the ways that I got leads in the beginning. I created on my own way to get. No, I didn't create it. This is business. I'm not reinventing the wheel. I didn't come up with cold calling, but I used cold calling, and I made a system for even when I only had couple hundred bucks a month to spend on sales or marketing. I put it towards that system. the same system that I just put out in the cold call, the sales system that I just put out that you can go and buy. Right now, for the first 100 users, it's only $24.99. That's a crazy value considering that you can scale using this system up to. I went to like 180 just using this cold call system, $180,000 a year just using this cold call system. And you could probably do this until you're at least like $330,000 a year. But that, that's a way that I create my own leads. You can create your own leads. There's no, like, yes, you buy leads when you're not good at you haven't figured your system out, you haven't gotten your script just exactly right, and you just want to keep business coming in and keep opportunities coming in for you to sell and sell your business. That's wonderful. That's great. But after a while, it's just gonna be cheaper to create your own leads, to do all those different things to create leads. So that's only one system of creating leads for yourself and creating opportunities for yourself. And it's not necessarily one of the worst, but it's one of the lowest percentage of success rates. But is in comparison to like advertising and things like that. But there's several, you create a bunch of different ways to create leads for yourself in your business. Once you do that, it's you open the door for everything. You can print money now. Once you're able to create leads, you know how much to give the machine, and the machine is going to kick you back some amount of money. And as long as it's more than that, then there's nothing better than that. Except for once you actually get to the point where you're able to scale an ad campaign, then oh my, once you're able to get into actually have the budget to run ads, then it becomes incredible. And especially if you're good at the math and if you're really analytical and you like doing that stuff, I would highly recommend learning how to run ads. It's not something for beginners to do. I got lucky in the beginning because it was very early in a lot of these platforms, but nowadays the market has obviously corrected itself. But once you have a budget, a good $5,000-$10,000 a month to spend on running ads, that is the actual printing money. With given the technology and these AI platforms and these things like Google, you can see the numbers of it cost me this much to get a customer, and if your long-term value of a customer is more than the amount that it costs you to purchase that customer, then you just keep feeding that machine money, and it just keeps printing you more and more money. It's one of the wonders of business. It's absolutely incredible. But obviously you do have to have the budgets to be able to afford that, and because you can have long periods of time where you're kind of just waiting for actual revenue, and if you don't have that money to cover that, you can just you can go broke before your ad campaign really even gets started, while there's machine learning and stuff going on. So don't just jump into ads. Wait until you have the budget that you can actually afford to lose, and then jump into it. But like I said, all these other ways, like the free way that I just posted, or a very, very cheap way that I just posted for sale, really, really cool. But I don't buy leads anymore. I create my own leads. Once I figure out enough ways to create my own leads, I definitely stopped purchasing leads because they were always more expensive than what I could create leads for myself for. Let's see. Jada Lyons, welcome to the chat. I appreciate you being here. She says, I love that you're using your platform to educate. I'm sure I'm not the only one who appreciates it. Thank you. That means a lot. That makes me feel warm inside. I appreciate it. Thank you. I hope I'm doing my best to try to bring as much value as I can during the times that I'm available. So that's the goal. Dark Moon says, building my website as we speak. There you go. Get it done, man. Get it done. Remember, so here's a couple of tips on building websites. Since you are in the middle of building your website, go ahead, make your pretty home page and your pretty services page and your about me page and all of that stuff, and your main thing where you're going to have people schedule their bid appointments and stuff like that, or even your application page for employees, and a career page for your employees to inquire about jobs and whatnot. Do all that. That's all extremely basic. When it comes to trying to rank in your area for search, or like SEO for Google, which is free customers, hear me when I say this. This is free customers. If you're good at SEO, just basic SEO, you will get free customers because you will show up when people are searching for your service. Okay? So this might be one of the most valuable things I ever say on this channel, and these lives go private after I release them. So write this down if you have to. Google ranks pages, not websites. Your website may have some authority with Google, but Google only ranks one page at a time. If you click a link on a Google search, it's going to take you to one page. So there's going to be pages on your website that are front facing. People go to yourcompany.com and they'll get to those random pages, and those should be beautiful. That's great for your branding. When you do branding advertisements and you're just doing social media posts and stuff like that, those all link back to your website. That's all beautiful. But when you go to try to rank on Google, you're only trying to rank one page at a time. So this is where on the back end of your website, these may not be pages that you can just get to, but they exist and they're able to be crawled by Google and found. So on those pages is where you want to have your keywords, what you want to come up and search for. And the way this is broken down is by your site title, which is when you search on Google, the blue thing that comes up at the very top, that's the site title. And then your meta description, which is the grayed out kind of words that you might see some of on the website if you click on that page. That's your meta title. Those are the first two big things. And then it's organized in header tags. So like your H1 would be the primary thing that this page is about, or at least that's what you're telling Google. So if you label something in H1 in your website, know that Google is reading that and saying, okay, this is what this page is about, and is looking through the website to relate that to other things that that web page is about. For your H2 and H3, obviously those things coming down in importance the higher the number gets. So H1 most important, H4 would be like your least important bullet point. But if there's keywords that you're trying to search for at each of those levels, then that page is more likely to rank for that particular search term. Yes, it's working. Yes, you're probably thinking, well, for everything everyone searches, I'm probably going to have to make 150 different pages. Yes, you are. So you're going to obviously start with the ones that are most important to you and the ones that you want to come up for in your area. But this is how you get free customers. It doesn't cost you any extra money. It just costs you extra time of building out these pages and some learning on learning how to write good meta descriptions and site titles and header tags, H1s, H2s, H3s. And those pages will rank. So if you're trying to do, this is so generic, do not do this, office cleaning in Dallas. If you're trying to rank for office cleaning in Dallas, then that site title should be office cleaning, your company or whatever, office cleaning in Dallas. And then somewhere in that meta description, you should probably have what we do and blah blah blah. We provide, we love providing office cleaning in Dallas in that meta description. And then your H1, the header of that page, should also probably be office cleaning in Dallas. And then you talk about things, you mention Dallas, you mention office cleaning, and then you're down to your H2, or you probably mention office cleaning, and then your H3, you probably mention Dallas, and you plug in your keywords so that your website is optimized for this particular keyword, and you're more likely to be shown by Google for that particular page. I hope you guys were paying attention. Rewind, that might be the most important thing I ever say on this channel. That's free customers for life. And once you're good at it, you get business you don't deserve. And it's not incredibly hard. It's not incredibly difficult. Yes, it's technical, and it might take you to watch this video a couple times, watch some other videos on SEO, and it'll be the same thing over and over again, but you will start to get it, and you will start to build out those pages and rank for each of those services and each of those keywords, and you will get the free business that Google intends for you. You'll rank naturally for these search terms on Google. So do that. I'm so happy to hear that you are actually trying to build your website. I hope you use that information and run with it. And because if you and so on top of that, so now to tie what I've been talking about in ads and this whole SEO thing together, when you do pay-per-click advertising or search campaigns, you're paying for search terms. If your page already ranks number one for a particular search term, the price you're going to pay for that keyword is going to be cheaper. So you're going to be saving a lot of money in your ad budget, because you already rank number one, or you already rank naturally for this particular keyword or this particular search term. So it at some point you're going to have to do it anyway, because at some point you're going to be big enough to want to run ads, and it's going to cost you a lot more money if Google thinks your pages have nothing to do with whatever you're trying to rank them for. So extremely valuable. I don't even know why I would I give away so much game on this channel. At least like this video, like this live. That, if anything, that deserves a like, because that is going to make you hundreds of thousands of dollars by itself without you doing anything else. Your website is already going to exist. You're just making more pages on it, and it's going to pull in, if you use your keywords right and you research how to target the people that you're trying to go for, that's going to make you more money than anything I've probably ever said on this channel. In combination with a sales process, a sales system that I just put up for sale for you guys, man, I don't know what to tell you if you can't get started. If you can't get started and you can't get going by now, the information is here. The value is here. The value is out there. Go and use it. Go and apply this information. Mess it up. Do it wrong a couple times. Get it wrong a couple times. But it's better than you just taking the information and not doing anything with it. Let's see, Jada Lyons says, do you have any insurance recommendation and or advice on insurance generally? Shop around. That's my biggest piece of advice in terms of insurance and business insurance. I started with Liberty Mutual. I'm pretty sure we still have a big policy with Liberty Mutual, as well as some other random insurances as we started to do some other stuff. But it's not a huge thing. That's one thing you really. It's good to kind of learn a little bit about insurance, but that's not something you have to be an expert in. I'm gonna wait 1 second because Boeing is launching one of their airplanes right now, and I can't hear anything. I can't even hear myself talk. Man. All right, now that is out of the way. Jeez. But what were we talking about? Insurance. Yeah, so that's not something you have to become an expert on, but definitely look up what you're going to be paying for. But insurance is not extremely intimidating once you actually get into it. And it's a lot cheaper than it sounds. Your $2 million policy will probably only cost you $60 a month. So for general liability insurance in most places. But I don't really have any recommendations. I don't think any of these, they're all insurance companies. They all want their money. They're trying to run their businesses too. So, but just get insurance. That's my biggest piece of advice. Have insurance so you don't have to worry about it. If you can afford it, go get it. Because if you can afford it and then you get caught without it, then now you look kind of dumb. Now you look stupid. If you can afford to pay for insurance and you just decided not to save an extra buck or try to pay yourself an extra $50-$60 a month. It's not worth the risk. So if you can afford it, budget for it and just pay for it. Just have it. I'm liking the vibe today. I'm loving the vibe today, man. If you have any questions, definitely get them in the comment section. I think we got a good one today, man. This is a good session. I'm liking it. Let's see what else we got in the comments. Oh, everyone's retracting their messages as I'm going to read them. What is with that? What is with the retraction of the messages? Am I answering them? At least let me know if, it's just say, hey, you answered my question already. Because I want to bring value and I want to address the comments, man. Leave me some comments. Let's see what else we got in here. Industry Standard says, I'm cleaning for an apartment complex. I don't have a contract. Want to get paid up front instead of after services. How do I start that conversation? Working with the property manager, but owner pays. You just have to have it. You just have to have that conversation. It can start with an email. Obviously, you want to give them some time frame to work with. You say some changes are coming. You obviously give them 30, 60, 90 days or whatever you feel comfortable with, to let them know that this is coming and this is how you're going to be conducting your business moving forward. And if need be, you may not even need to explain why, but a good reason to let these businesses know, especially if you're a smaller company than they are, which I'm assuming you're not, probably not doing as much revenue as the apartment complex. You're a smaller business, and this is more about you being able to be sustainable and actually be able to provide them services for years to come, and so that you're not burning your company out. So the money means a lot more to you than it does to them. So I like to say that a lot. I like to cry small business is the phrase that I like to use with my sales guys. But yeah, cry small business. I'm like, hey, we're a smaller business. This amount of money may not, it may be a drop in the bucket for you, but for us, it's a big chunk of our revenue, and so it's more beneficial for us to have it up front so that we can have everything we need in order to provide services for you. That's how I would approach having that conversation. But that's easier said than done. Obviously, the hard part is just starting that conversation, and the best way to start is to push that date back a little bit. So I do get that question a lot. I hope that helps. But definitely start having that conversation. But the easiest way to ease into it is to give them a time frame of when it's going to happen, and having that time frame be 30, 60, 90 days down the line. So that's a good, easy way to start that conversation. Dark Memes is noted. Some motivation says, can I book a call with you? Absolutely, man. The link is in the description. You can book a call with me anytime. One thing you guys probably don't know is that until the first of this month, I have never said no to someone who's asked me for a consultation for free. People have hit me up on my Instagram, on the at Clean and Boss Family, and just flat out, hey, I can't afford a consultation. Can I have one? I've never said no. I've never said no. I post a link and I've asked people like to support. I'm super grateful for everyone who has put some money behind the things that they say they want to do, because you're only gonna value the things that you pay for, and that's so true. People only value what they pay for. So I do have higher expectations for those people, because I expect them to actually, they put their money behind it, so I expect them to actually apply the things that I tell them. But until the beginning of this month, anyone who's ever asked me to do it for free or said, explain the situation that they can't afford it, I've never told them no. I've never told anyone no. So, and as you can see, there's no information that I hide or that I keep from you guys. I answer everything openly and willingly. But yeah, I book a call with me anytime you want. Reach out to me. The price has to go up, unfortunately, just because I'm doing different things. I'm a lot busier. I'm taking, I'm doing less one-on-one with people, and so the price of the one-on-one is going to be a little bit more expensive. So I would say I don't think Maria's got around to changing the price on the website yet. So if the price hasn't changed from the original $250, then definitely book as soon as you can. Book that now, even if you have to book it now and schedule it out for 20 days down the line. I would do that before we get the price changed, because obviously we'll honor anything that's going on right now. We're at 12 likes. We got 19 people in here, man. Hit the like button if you have not hit the like button. It's the little thumb underneath the video. Just tap it. Just tap that for your boy right quick. We need those. Us YouTubers really appreciate those hits to the like button. Let's see. Yeah, for coaching calls, link is in the description. Go ahead, click and book whatever time works best for you. Jacqueline Scroggins says, "Have you ever used Fiverr?" Is that a Jacqueline? Are you a member? Yo, man, clap it up for Jacqueline. Shout out to you for propping up the channel. I should have got to your question sooner. I apologize, but thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate you so much. Says, "Have you ever used Fiverr?" So, personally, I have not used Fiverr. So I have used sites like Fiverr. I've used, numerous of the other like competitors. Fiverr just, I didn't hear of Fiverr until I was out of the hiring for the particular jobs that we hire from Fiverr. So I do know about them. I think Fiverr is a great. I think it's just like the rest of them. It's a great place to go and get freelancers for whatever small jobs or part-time jobs or remote jobs that you need done in your business. I definitely suggest using those things. Use the things like Fiverr. Use the things like Upwork. And the other with all the other freelance, all the other freelance websites. Use freelancers. Outsource the things that if you can systematize it and outsource it. That's what a system is. Put people in technology in places to get things done that you don't have to put your hands on. That's exactly what the system is. Moving your clients and moving your employees from start to finish, as easily and as efficiently as possible. Let's see. But yes, I personally have not used Fiverr, but my companies have all used Fiverr for numerous different things. So I know great work can come out of there. Obviously, it's going to be more about how you train and how you hire. Are you good at hiring and are you good at training? It's the same as any other job platform. So freelancers are a little bit different on, I guess, on the tax side, kind of, but pretty much the same as 1099 contractors. It's just about how you train and the instructions that you give and how you pick. Are you good at picking people that are right for your business? Are you good at judging the talent? Are you good at evaluating how good they are at whatever you're hiring them for? That's the question. Like I said, everything related back to these sports. Like it's playing basketball is a great financial decision. If you're playing NBA basketball, that's great for your finances. I think that's a wonderful job, and I think you should go and do that if you want to have a high-paying job, where you have 81 regular work days, and you get a couple months off a year, make millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars. I think that playing in the NBA is a great idea, but are you good at basketball? Sure. Let's see. Jaden Lyons says, "How do you gauge when and how many people to hire for your business, and what platforms have you found the most quality employees?" My favorites have been Indeed and Facebook for employees. I get fewer applicants from the job boards at like colleges and schools where we go around and put job things up for people to apply. But I do get probably the highest quality employees from there. But for quality employees and just in bulk, Indeed and Facebook have always been my favorite places to run job ads and job posts. What was the beginning of that question? It was, how do you gauge when and how many people to hire for your business? I gauge it off man hours. Man hours. I'm always counting how many hours it takes for jobs to get done, and that immediately lets me know how many people I'm going to need. And I know I can have people work 8 hours a day. If I have 8 hours of work, that's good enough for one person. Anything beyond 8 hours, I know I'm probably going to need another person. And I usually always have on call or part-time staff to cover those gaps where there might be gaps with on-time and on-call and part-time employees. So that's how I do it. But you gauge it off the amount of work that you have or the amount of work that you're going for. But you should always be hiring. You should always have job posts going out. You should always be interviewing and keeping a list of people that are available for the things that might come up, because should something come up and they need you to move quickly and they need you to get into their facility with 5 people in the next couple of weeks, then at least you have a list of people that you've already been talking to, that you've already vetted, you've already interviewed them. They already know they want to work for your company, and if by chance they're still looking for work, then boom, you're ready to go. You can bring them on, get them trained, and take advantage of those opportunities. So, but yeah, I base it off of man hours. What do the man hours look like? Do I have enough part-time or on-call or people who want more hours in order to cover any whatever new work might come? Do I have enough people in the pipeline to bring on new people if need be to cover more man hours should I get them? But that's how I look at everything, is through man hours. Student of Review TV, shout out to you, man. I appreciate you for being here. Long-time supporter of the channel. Says we are starting a big apartment complex Thursday doing their hallways. Have you done any tips? I haven't done an apartment since like 2017. It's no different than like how I look at regular house cleaning or post construction. Just get in there and do a good job. That's pretty much it. If that's what you want to keep doing, do a good job. My biggest piece of advice is to take high quality pictures of your employees working, you working, video if you can, but whatever. Think in terms of all the stock images that you use, all the stock images that you see, just recreate those and replace those on all your media and all your social medias and stuff like that, so that you have more branding and advertising material, and you don't have to worry about using anything, or even if you hire an editor or video editor to make something for you, that your marketing material looks like you and it doesn't look like a stock image, like you don't actually care about your business or you don't want to show your actual business. So that's what I would say, or at least at the minimum before and after pictures of the work. But the work itself, I don't really have any particular advice on. Just do a good job if you want to get more clients like that. Carlos Buy Houses says, do you have a script or email template to use when contacting multifamily for janitorial services? Multifamily, like apartment complexes, or like multifamily homes, like duplexes and fourplexes? I'm slightly confused on the wording, but those are usually more like maid services and cleaning services, not necessarily janitorial services. I have a cold call script for commercial clients, which I just reached out. That link is on the page. If you click on my page and click on community, you will see my post. There's also a link in the description for a cold call script. I do not have the email script available just yet, but I do have an email sequence. It's an entire sequence, so that you guys can go and you provide whatever lead magnet you want to provide to your customer, and then I have an entire sequence of emails, a template that I will be selling on this platform, just like I did with the cold call template as well. I don't know what price it's going to be at, but it will be available hopefully within the next 2.5 weeks or so. But that will be out. So there will be an email sequence template. So it's not one email, it's a sequence of like 3 or 4 emails that you obviously have to nurture your email list. You can't just sell them stuff all the time. You have to provide them some value. Then you have to build their know, like, and trust. You have to give them a reason to trust you. And then you start presenting them with offers and options to do business with you. But I will have that released in the next couple weeks. So thanks for asking, though. Jacqueline Scroggins says, thank you for the welcoming and answering my question. Just joined as a member subscriber since January 2014. That is crazy. That I am lost for words. That's a long time. So you've been following basically my entire journey. So my jaw is floored right now. So thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Carlos Buy Houses, yeah, apartment complexes. Yeah, I have a script coming out for commercial in general. I try to keep in mind with all the templates that I create a way for you to customize it so that it's more about your business, so that you can include the things that are different about your business and the things that you would say to a customer. So I will try to make it customizable, but that'll be out in the next couple weeks. So do we have any other questions? Looks like we are coming up on our hour mark. let me know. Last chance. Anything that is bothering you in your cleaning business, anything that you can't figure out, let me know. If not, then I'm gonna go get ready for practice, man. My squad has practice today, and in about an hour and a half, and I'm ready to go get my guys ready for this tournament this weekend. If you guys want to follow the journey of me coaching this amazing group of young boys, go follow us at E31 Hoops. E31 Hoops. 31's the year they all graduate, which is crazy. Some young kids, but trying to shape some young men. So go check us out. E31 Hoops on whatever platform: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We got a couple of little videos out there, but the season's about to get started, so we will have more of that. And but yeah, that's what I'm doing. I am building out these resources for this channel. I will try to keep a good mix of free resources and paid resources. The coaching will always be paid. Templates for sales and stuff probably will always be paid. I may have to split up some of like the paperwork, like contracts, service agreements and contracts will probably be paid, but employee paperwork and stuff like that, operational paperwork, I'll probably make all those type of things free as lead magnets to bring in new people. So you guys see how I'm doing business. I'm literally letting you in as I'm brainstorming how to run this channel as a business as well. So pay attention, pay attention. So, but yes, I'm in the middle of building all that as well as the courses and other things to help you guys and provide more value for cleaning business owners. But I appreciate you guys so much for being here and taking this journey with me and following me on, continuing to follow me on this journey, since some of you have been here since 2014. So you've been here since I was homeless. So some of you have been here since I was a homeless man, and yeah, we're only going up from here. So I really appreciate having everyone on. I got a couple of things. Thanks for adding value. Appreciate it. I said, would you recommend starting with either commercial or residential and getting good with one first and then expanding with, or doing both? So that's the old commercial versus residential questions. I do have a video on this. Go check it out on my channel, but I will answer my answer. So the answer is it's up to you. To me, those are two completely different businesses. Residential is a completely different business model and different marketing and sales model than commercial. The lead times in commercial are a lot longer than residential. I feel like the revenue and the recurring revenue is a lot larger in commercial, which doesn't mean that you can't make the same amount of revenue at the same time. You just need more. Typically, you need more residential clients to add up to one commercial client. That's often the case. So my preference is commercial. I always think commercial. I've only ever done commercial. That's what I focused on for my entire career. Yes, I've cleaned some houses. Yes, I've done some residential in trying to make money. Like I said, I started when I was homeless, so I did everything that I could to make money. I babysitted cats. Like I did everything. Like I was removing, I did partial landscaping. I was removing like stones and stuff from people's garden. Whatever it was, I was doing it for money because I was homeless and I needed money. But as far as growing this business, I knew I always wanted it to be commercial, and that's what I always focused on, because commercial contracts are huge. I knew once I landed one or two at a time, the revenue would make up what I would have made had I cleaned 30 or 20 houses that month. So my vote is always for commercial. But if you ask someone who started a residential cleaning company and they had success, they're probably going to tell you residential, and that they'll tell you commercial is hard to get into. It just depends on what you focus on. I would honestly say to pick one, because especially in the beginning, pick one so that you become a master at that, and then add on the other once you have some success and once you have some space to actually experiment around. But that's how I would answer that. Let's see. Clean hospitality services. I'm telling you, DJ, every time I start to get discouraged or I'm getting bored with doing redoing and overthinking everything. You come along and keep me on track with the motivation. Keep it up. Absolutely, I appreciate it. That's what I'm here for. I'm glad that you guys are getting the value. I'm glad that somebody's getting the value because that is why I do this. It makes me so happy that when people are down and out because I needed somebody in those times. I had to just believe in myself for no reason. I had to believe in myself when other people were telling me you're probably gonna fail. Most people fail, you're probably gonna fail. And I had no one to tell me that, to be in my ear constantly telling me that it's possible. It's very possible as long as you don't give up. If you don't give up, you can't lose. If you don't give up, if you continue to learn for the rest of your life, and you continue to apply and practice for the rest of your life, there's absolutely no way you cannot have success. You can end the video right there. If you apply yourself to learning and practicing, doing business and building business, especially this business, whatever you want to do for the rest of your life, if that's your plan, if you plan and you approach it like that, you try to give it your all every day, and you plan to do it for the rest of your life, there's absolutely no way you will not have success. You will be successful. And that's what you have to remember. It's an everyday thing, forever thing. Every day, forever. Once you start thinking like that, it'll let you settle in, and you will allow yourself to actually take the time and learn and practice these things and understand that you're practicing and getting better. And as you get better, you will have success. You will see the success. The only difference in business and than anything else is your success and your improvements make you money. So by the time you are good, you've already been making money because you've gotten a little bit better. You've been getting better the whole time. So once you're good, by the time you're good at it, you're just moving like that, and you can do whatever you want to do. But let's see who else is in here. Is there such a thing as a slow season? Depends on your marketing, man. It depends on your marketing and how you manage your advertising. But there's definitely a slow season. I always seem to pick up business in the winter, like this time. Some people say this time slow season, but this time's usually busy season for me because I get those year-end renewals because I like to have those calendar year clients. So I like to count my revenue for an entire actual calendar year instead of the fiscal year. But just for wear preference, it does nothing good or bad. It may even be messing me up as far as taxes. But that's just kind of for organization. That's how I like to handle my clients. So I always get most of my business in November, December for the new year. But there's also a spike, around spring cleaning. There's also a spike at the beginning of summer, and there's always a spike at the beginning of fall out here in Seattle. So but there are some slow seasons for us. But that's obviously, as you can hear, like there's a lot of seasonal weather stuff. It's because I'm in Seattle. If you're in a different part of the country, none of that may apply to you whatsoever. So it depends on your marketing, how you advertise, when people aren't buying or starting new contracts. It just depends on how you advertise and what you offer during those times to keep business steady during those time periods. Let's see. Do I have a script for post construction? I would use the same script that I just released for post construction for any commercial. I will use the exact same script. So I'm learning mindset is key. Distractions keep throwing me off. Do you make clients sign contracts in the beginning of the year? Yes, so I make everyone renew at the beginning of the year. So around this time right now, we have we have new contract proposals going out to our existing clients. So they're to increase prices. We didn't increase prices last year or the year before, and this year we're definitely increasing pricing. Everyone is already aware of it. Some people, because of where their contracts land, like I told you, I always land a bunch of clients in November and this fourth quarter of the year. And so so right now people are dropping off because they don't like the new price or what have you. But most people are just finding out and getting into the new pricing, and everything's just continue going. So we'll have new prices for existing clients going into 2024, and those will be the prices that are offered for pretty much for the rest of 2024 as we get new clients. But yeah, don't get distracted, man. This has to be your focus. Your business is your baby. In the beginning, you can't look away from a baby. You can't let it do anything by itself. You can't let it do anything by itself. That's why people say that it's your business. It really is another kid, because in the beginning, it doesn't do anything at all by itself. You have to do it all for it. You have to feed it. You have to change it. It's gonna make a mess everywhere. You have to clean that up. Think of it like as a baby. It's your baby. It takes your focus, 100% of your focus. But I'm gonna wrap that up, man. That's our hour. I will see you guys next Tuesday for another Cleaning Business Live. Man, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting me. We always have great times on this live stream. Lives, once this live goes off, it'll probably be available to members only. So become a member to be able to rewatch these things and replay and get all this value yet again, or wait for the clips to come out as I put them out, which I try to do as often as I can. But I'm busy, man. Like I told you, I'm trying to create these products, these apps, these resources for you guys. I also still actively run both my businesses, so super busy. On top of family stuff, coaching and driving kids, dropping them off, all kind. I'm super busy, so I will do my best and try to keep getting content out for you guys. But I will see you all again for another Tuesday live on next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Everything on my website is in Pacific Standard Time. So if you book a consultation, understand that it's probably going to show Pacific Standard Time, and double check that it is that for you. Happy Daylight Saving Time. I hope you guys did take advantage of your extra hour of sleep. I love y'all. Keep that boss mentality. Peace. See y'all next week, man.